Hi everyone, this is Jessica Canty. I am your life and career strategist. I'm here to have another Curbside Convo with you. Today's Curbside Convo is one of a serious matter, and it's speaking to a specific portion of the audience. Today's Curbside Convo is domestic violence is cancer of character. Domestic violence is cancer of character. Throughout the years that I've been coaching and training, I've identified barriers for people from them to be elevated in their career or their profession, or to take that leap of faith to jump out there and start their own business or to pursue a different career altogether. And one of the things that gets often overlooked as to what can be a barrier, what can be a blockade, and what could be a prison is domestic violence. Perpetrators of domestic violence are very crafty and cunning. They can be charismatic. And what they do is that they take over the mind of their prey, of their victim. Hope I don't butcher this quote, but there's a quote that says something to the effect that the greatest tool in the mind of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. And there's so many men and women who are in mentally and physically and spiritually unhealthy relationships where their significant other is a perpetrator of domestic violence. And I really am excited about the fact that October is a month where we can speak about it openly, because domestic violence feeds and grows on secrecy. And so it behooves all of us to take a moment to look at the person whose character or their behavior has suddenly changed, or we see them very fearful around their significant other. We cannot continue to be silent when there's domestic violence around. Now, I want to say specifically there are vulnerable populations who are more likely to, based on the statistics and the research that is done, to be victimized. And unfortunately, a great deal of those people are women of color. They often are victims of domestic violence. But I also want to highlight a population that really is in secrecy, that really is in covert and not in the public eye. And that would be members of the body of Christ. I want to take a moment to talk about that because it can be a very isolating experience if you're not able to share with others what you really need them to pray for you for. If you're fearful of leaving your spouse because of what you think the backlash may be from the body of Christ. Or even if I'm speaking specifically about women of color, what does that mean? Am I not a strong African American woman? Am I not a strong Latina woman because I am a victim of domestic violence? You are stronger than you know. Your perpetrator knows that. And their job is to tell you that you're not strong without them. I'm here to say that I recognize you, that I see you. You're not alone. Get the help that you need. Reach out. And when someone asks you, are you okay? Tell the truth. You're not okay. If your significant other is controlling the finances, if they dictate whether or not you are holy and righteous, if they dictate whether or not you're smart enough to go for that job, if they dictate whether or not you're smart enough to go for that promotion, if they dictate whether or not you can like your mirror reflection or wear what you want to wear in the office that's going to be professional in nature, that is domestic violence. They are a perpetrator. And what I want to say to those people who are experiencing it, you can't love it away. You cannot love away domestic violence. If the person who's a perpetrator, let's pretend they weren't a perpetrator, and they were your significant other and they had cancer, you would probably say, let's go to every doctor that there is. Let's change your diet. Let's get some help. You would seek the help because cancer is deadly. And without help, even if it's homeopathic or if it's Western medicine, you would seek help. It's the same thing with domestic violence. There's no loving cancer away. There's no loving domestic violence away. They need help. You need help. And that help may mean that you need to take a step away from that relationship and get to a safe space. Until next time, friends, I love you, I see you, and I want the best for you.